Good morning, Salon. Good morning, Freetown, and good morning to all the listeners them where they tune from different parts of the country and outside Salon. Live from the New Englandville studio, and welcome to another edition of the program Good Morning Salon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, Thursday, 18 June 2026, and we're glad for bringing this edition of the program come to you. And we where they bring the program come to you this Thursday morning. My name Adeyemi Jackson.
Musa Kamara, my name. Good morning. Inside today's edition of the program, we thought of the day say your future needs your effort. We mean say the good thing where you do, where you want tomorrow depend on hard work where you do today. We main point them inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Saloon. The Deputy Bank Governor, where they in charge of financial stability in a Bank of Saloon, Alfred Sama say governments not deal with any shareholder na Union Trust Bank during the term when they sell them to Rokel Commercial Bank because the bank not been get any couple and property again where shareholder for benefit from.
When you get negative equity, shareholder not get nothing there. That's not clear. If shareholder they been get money, if the bank not been get negative equity, government not be for kind side. For seller who can fill funding gap. But because they get negative equity, salary is where they been paying from customer deposit ability for pay salary. If they buy fare for them, now customer money ability for buy fare. This is the state in which Union Trust Bank business. So no shareholder no they can happen. This shareholder no get money.
As the defense lawyer don't begin read some of the message between the late Sia Fatou Kamara and Abdul Pakar, the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac Sise say all the message them now make up story for make the court feel sorry for the accused. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go talk to the Minister for Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohammed Rahman Soare, where go talk about what the ministry they do for address labour issues them in the country.
Remember, say you dey listen to we live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and from we partner radio stations them.
You dey listen me live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown, Radio Shalom 89.5 na Koenadugu and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1J 11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolente 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Moi 105.5 na Kailau, Vopad Radio na Watalo, Voice of Sando on 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karine na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro na Pujon District, Advocacy Radio na Putloko District, Radio Katbami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba, Art FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District, and Tongo Radio on 107.5 FM.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you live from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. You can ask questions or make comment by text message on WhatsApp on 077-981-981, or you send message now we Radio Democracy Facebook page and also YouTube page. Also you could drop a question or comment on the issue where we look at inside the edition of the program Good Morning Salon. The program now Good Morning Salon.
We start for look at issues. We go inside the chairman for the Eastern Lions Football Club, Anthony Nabu Jr. say if the team win the 2026 Orange FA Cup final against Mighty Blackpool this weekend, then go give the team 300 million loans as bonus. He talk this way, then go unveil the team jersey for the 2026 to 2027 season. Jaffa Mans Davis get more. He gonna report.
They call us the Lions. They call us the Killers. But for the East End, we are more than a name.
Now, so Eastern Lions Football Club will unveil the new team jersey for the 2026-2027 league season. This move now part of the preparation of the team for ensure say they increase the team in determination for improved performance and help win trophy for the next season. This jersey now one way the Eastern Lions Football Club partner with the legendary fashion group for produce, and the general manager for this group, Prince Oscar, will explain the idea behind the design.
And Eastern Lions today has a big dream they are pursuing. They represent exactly what the legendary stands for, which is the unstoppable. And the jersey we have been able to create for them, designed and produced, is going to express that when they put on this jersey in every tournament, every competition, they are going to stand for. from now going forward, Eastern Lion is the first Sierra Leonean club that is going to be properly branded, that stands out from every other Sierra Leonean football club. It has never happened in the history of football in Sierra Leone.
The legendary fashion group been produced the team in home and away jersey, goalkeeper kit, jacket and training kit. We get different sponsor them. And for the home jersey, now Afrimoney Salon take the lead sponsor at the front of the jersey, and the Chief Executive Officer, Mattison Obeng Ajayi, explain the commitment for support this club and waiting the institution they bring as part of the team in preparation for the next season.
We're happy to be a sponsor and we will continue to be a sponsor. Since we've been sponsoring Eastern Lions, we've won 2 trophies. I mean, for a very long time, the last trophy was in my office. And for the supporters of Eastern Lions, there's one thing that I want to let you know. The first club in this country that is going to go digital on payments for entry to the stadium is going to be Eastern Lions. And we are going to create an Afrimoney Eastern Lions tap to pay card. This is going to be unveiled this season, before the season gets underway. And we will come along with the Supporters Union, and every member of Eastern Lions is going to have this.
With this statement, all attention for this club don't turn now to the 2026 Orange FA Cup, where they for play against mighty Blackpool, and where the chairman for the Eastern Lions Football Club, they talk, Anthony Junior Navo. He talk about the different achievements them, but I don't make with this club since they take over the executive for over 5 years now.
We don't go ups and down. In 5 or 6 seasons, we don't win 2 of the Premier League. We don't win the Unity Cup. In fact, we win the South Arena Cup. By God in power, Saturday, we go win the FA Cup. We are the defending champion of Sierra Leone. Now we win the league last season. Gentlemen, don't tell now. Now by it, game this. Go win the FA Cup Saturday. I give you 300 million there right away. Not to check self, they bring their cash. But the actual promise for now is big pass money. So go and win this FA Cup and represent Sierra Leone again at CAF.
The chairman for the Eastern Lions Football Club and say now for begin initiative them. We'll go help for get strength to the relationship what the club gets with the different supporter them, so that then go to turn up now match venue for achieve the goal for the 2026-2027 Football League season. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Jaffa Mans Davis, they report.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still wait on the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Ramanswari, for joining at the studio as today with a look at what in the ministry they do for address labor issues them in the country. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue inside the program with a look at another issue. The clerk na Parliament came up content or assure ECOWAS say Parliament go work with them for CC they're able to achieve the ECOWAS Vision 2050 agenda. They talk this to journalists them inside one meeting where ECOWAS all with parliamentarian them for talk about the ECOWAS Vision 2050 agenda. For more on this, make we join Cheng Nojalo.
The Economic Community of West Africa States, an organization that set up inside 1975 for support the economy, peace and stability of member country them. For achieve this aim, inside the last 51 years, ECOWAS will implement different program them across the 15 member country them will be meet and set up this body. Part of them program here now the ECOWAS Vision 2050 agenda. And as ECOWAS continue to promote the idea behind this agenda, make them meet with students them, civil society group them, journalists and parliamentarian them, for tell them what whose role them go play for see they achieve the thing them now this vision. Ambassador John Azuma, now the ECOWAS resident representative na Salon, in talking about the role of them people here.
Civil society, they are close to the people, so they will be able to explain to the people the principles of the Vision 2050. The case of parliamentarians, they are the representatives of the people, so they are expected to play an oversight role and hold the executive, both at the regional level, that is, ECOWAS, and at the national level, to account for their actions. That is one thing. They also play an advocacy role for the community. In the case of students, students, they say that when you go to school, you are the mouth, the eye, the ear of your family or your parents. So once we talk with students, once we engage students and then they understand the concepts, they will be able to explain to the society, to their families.
Member dem na parliament na the first set of people who ECOWAS meet with on this agenda, and during the meet with ECOWAS representative dem na parliament, the clerk na parliament, Kemo Conte, promise to work with ECOWAS for achieve this vision.
This parliament is ready to receive you. We are ready to get ourselves aligned with Vision 2050, and I've advised some of my clerks to be in attendance so that the details of whatever you be discussing will not only sit with, in this case, the politicians, but also have to see how the administrators will take hold of it, because after general elections, we will still be here. Perhaps not all of them will be around, but we'd like to share those ideas with the next parliament. So our staff are here to participate in this process fully and to ensure that it is well documented. Once again, on behalf of the Speaker, you are all welcome.
Honorable Veronica Kadisise, now the head of delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament, and call on parliamentarians them for support this agenda.
We don't enact laws in ECOWAS Parliament, but we propose, we advise, then they send us to our various parliaments to enact, because we have different constitutions and different laws. So whatever we discuss here, we come back to our community to give the explanations. And the roles that they are expecting of us is we have to do oversight locally, nationally, and to campaign, to advocate for some of these laws that they want to see in Vision 2050. And I'm happy about the inclusion, including youths, especially women. We are the most vulnerable group. So in including us in the Vision 2020, I know you will succeed by the grace of God.
The member of parliament who represents people, Namoyamba district and serve na the head of delegation to the ECOWAS parliament, end up for promise parliamentarian them and serve the ECOWAS body, say them as parliamentarian and Salon will support the agenda for CCN work and benefit the people na the region. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachem Nojalo, the report.
The program now Good Morning Saloon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Anytime from now, we'd expect to be joined by the Minister for Labour, Mohamed Rahman Swari. They can take you through some of the issues then we get for do with labour, including overseas travel and work. We'd expect another studio anytime from now, but we continue for look at more issues them inside the program Good Morning Saloon. We go to the Executive Director na the National Investment Board, Dr. Edward Inga Sandise, the one-stop center and online business registration platform where they don't set up na part of their commitment for support local council them for get a couple na the different council. He talked this inside one meeting with MDDM, head of local council with private sector, who said they all public-private dialogue for talk about the challenge them we local council them they face for get a couple. For more on this, we join Al-Aji Jalo.
The National Investment Board, na the body we don dey work tranga one for still say them promote and facilitate investment na the country as way for help sustainable economic growth and private sector development na Salon. With this the mandate for develop investment policy them, we say they register and monitor investment projects them for make sure say investors them when they do business na Salon work with the country in law and regulations them. With this make workman them at the National Investment Board all one day meeting with stakeholders them from different local council, ministry, department and agency and the private sector for talk about the challenge them where local council they face and serve business people na the country. Where in the talk, the consultants for the company business registration bill 2026, Michaela Mackey, talk about the reason we make the National Investment Board they draft new bill for guide investors them where they do business na Salon.
50% of the people that have registered companies in Sierra Leone don't have a clue what the M&A say. People just sign, attach it to the submissions, and that is it. It's only when they want to transfer shares or ownership, that's when the problems begin. So why the bill? What was the primary objectives? We're trying to see how we can actually draft a comprehensive legislative framework that would modernize holistically the corporate governance space, enhance regulatory compliance, but protect stakeholder interests and see how we can promote businesses.
We in the talk, The Executive Director at the National Investment Board, Dr. Edward Inga Sandi, don call on heads of local council them for provide and council roadmap to the National Investment Board inside 60 days.
We want to attract investment, grow our private sector, and create jobs. The National Investment Board has operationalized the one-stop shop, and the Attorney General's office is reviewing the Companies Law and Business Registration Bill 2026. There was a nationwide stakeholder consultation which started in Freetown and went throughout the regions. That roadmap is called a process map, and by the end of today, I expect every council represented here to commit to publishing its own clear process map within the next 60 days. We shall commit to concrete actions, including signing a commitment deed by the end of this dialogue.
Dr. Edward Inga Sandi continue for talk about the reason we make them open the one-stop shop and the online business registration.
Our efforts in establishing the one-stop shop and rolling out the online business registration system is all on the way to support our councils to be able to make revenue from all of these activities. Because once a business is registered in Freetown, we want to be sure that before they are even given their certificates, they're able to engage with the councils to pay the required permits if they're going to any given locality.
Dr. Edward Inga Sandi end up for call on Salone people and self-investors them where they do business na the country for work with the company in law them as well for guide and protect them business na the country. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me na Alhaji Jallo, they report.
The program, Good Morning Saloon, will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, we talk to the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Soare. We go talk about what the ministry they do for address labour issues them na the country. For Sekadat, I want to welcome at the program. Good morning and welcome to the program Good Morning Saloon.
Good morning, Vambula. I'm glad for there.
Inside the edition of the program, we look at different issues them we get for do with labor issues, whether na saloon or saloon people with the out of the country, and una latest press release them we get for discourse. But for somebody they listen to you now, what are the latest from the labor sector?
Too many things happen right now. I just come on the 114th session of the International Labour Organization. When one of the oldest UN organizations it came in at about the time of the League of Nations, 1919, right? So it don't there around, it don't endure all kinds in there. It's never disappeared. So now they set labor standards there, what countries therefore adhere to. So every year, like with the UN they convene, the ILO said they convene. So I lead Sierra Leone delegation to the ILO this year, and that one day. I noticed all man as London Sabibo tripartite now. So from 1919, the ILO has always been tripartite. Government, organized labor unions, and employers. Now they form that tripartite arrangement. So now that make any law for like come on Ministry of Labor now a product of tripartite engagements amongst government, labor unions, and employers. So now so the work now that place there. I go to this year. I mean, apart from the participation in various standing committees, standards committee, where Salon be a party to, I mean, I cap and up with two major events. I deliver the national statements on behalf of Sierra Leone, which I update the global community, the global labor, employment, and social security community on what in Sierra Leone they do for tackle the evolving challenges in the world of work. Yeah. And I also cap up with a bilateral with the Director General of the International Labour Organization. I've been using that opportunity today for make a very strong case for Sierra Leone. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing while I go away. On the home front, of course, I use the same opportunity for attend the ALAC meeting there, the African Regional Labour Administration Center, where again another specialized agency for train people then in the labour industry, for set standards and all that but this is the African version. The French get them version, the Portuguese get them version, right? So I get the engagements and this was a trip well worth it. on the home front, I come back, I get into quite too many things begging for attention. And like Una say, Una don't see some of them in the. I mean, with this digital world, there's no break. Even when you're away, you still keep addressing the challenges. And you know, I'm fine doing that.
We can look into some of the things and the way done they got attention the public. During you staying at the International Labour Organization conference, you represent Salone with a delegation.
Yeah.
What's not some of the things where you put before your colleagues and who you meet in terms of Sierra Leone when it comes to the labor sector?
Well, so I mean, basically now every country they go gain report card. Yeah. So be sure say it's always quality representation. I'll give you a report card. One of the things we the global community, particularly the ILO, care about how they manage social dialogue. Social dialogue, na that thing they they talk to ourselves in the spirit of what they say, jaw is better than war. You understand? We the labor union, the labor congress or unions there and employers there, we don't choose the path of social dialogue. With the talk with problems there, we know the strike. I'll talk about that one day. And you know, say as a precursor to May Day, since I come in for the last 2 years, because I said, look, for me, it's not enough for that May Day or my whole placard go. I mean, what are we talking? We just do that. So let's add some more serious tone to them. So to get a social dialogue session, yeah, every day before May Day. Last year we'll get. This year we'll get the Honorable Vice President Dr. Julia Jallo na go give the keynote address to the May Day, the social dialogue this year. How it can happen? Normally before that 10 day, the labor unions then the right to we and the employers. All the key challenges they know they get from taxation to taxation of businesses to fuel issue. Every challenge, feasible, real and imaginary, within the face, now then sector, then they send them to government. We say all receive them, we bring with the sharer, for example, Ministry of Finance go always the Ministry of Trade, the Attorney General, even enabling legislation and cite any issue they raise with the sharer with the appropriate authorities there. Let them say prepare for them. So on the day of the social dialogue, we get them all in the same room, then get thematic issues they wouldn't speak to for try for solve them problems and so the idea of we don't have access to government, the idea of they don't listen to us does not exist. And interestingly enough, some of their recommendations and they can actually find their way into the Finance Act. I'm very proud that I instituted this. It's 2 years old, so we'll go to the ILO. ILO now one of the key things in that they want for institutionalized social dialogue. So I ask for support, let them give support, so that now that we don't do it 2 times in a row, let them give both technical and whatever other support, law able institutionalize them, so that it can outlive me as Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security. And like another now, it becomes a permanent feature of the labor landscape in Sierra Leone.
Away from the conference and the take home from the conference, back home, you say even when they are away, you been the work. And we will see when I pull a press release we get for do with overseas travel and Malado coming in. Before we come to that specific, what is the status of overseas employment and communism with for employ people out of Salone?
Yeah, so we got the Migrant Workers Act, that's Salone, now for regulate that space. Yeah, because we know say Boku Sierra Leoneans want to go fend for themselves abroad. So we not go left for them, so no more land they go on themselves at the mercy of, snakes, oil salesmen, man who sabi talk, sweet mouth, they can't dupe them. As government, our responsibility for protect to citizens. So now that we could put that law in place. And not to now two-way exploitation with that law they try for address. One, on the domestic front. Mango Kai say, hey, bro, I get program. Yeah? We want for let say, program we not registered illegal. That's number one. Number two, even the side where you go, only enjoy the benefits of decent work. So now they make, we'll enact that law day 2023, courtesy of my predecessor, Alpha Timbo. Yeah. We make provisions then for private recruitment agencies. Then private recruitment agencies here, there are qualifying conditions for law approval then, for letting them into the business of recruiting labor for overseas migration. Right? So then criteria then they when you meet them, would issue you a license. We will issue you a license with the monitor your operations for make sure say they operate within the ambit of the law. Okay, so that's what we do. Now that basically they're about. So in the case of Malado we site, and not to in no more, we people then generally they do very well overseas because this crisis begin now the Middle East. One of the first things we do, we call all we recruitment agency heads them for let them brief we what's in the happen with the deployments across the world.
Okay.
And by then it was all good until we see this alarm bell, then ring out, the ambassador who are they in touch with from Qatar, a ring alarm bells. So I call a meeting, summon the affect the party way concerned. Yeah.
Okay. We see the ministry pull a press release with regard the issue of Malado.
Yeah.
Let we look at what's not the specific issue or what are some of the things and where the ministry fair not for say the Malado company do we make una pull up press release.
Okay, so one of the key requirements then we did part of ethical recruitment and we also did part of the Migrant Workers Act. Now the fact say before somebody go across anywhere, if we get a clear contract of employment. Because now from there we'll be able to know which industry they go work, how much they're going to earn you, whether they get the benefits of decent work. For example, public holidays, leave entitlements, weekends, all lengths in there. You understand? Respect for dignity, all lengths stuff in there. Now they day. But so this man process Sierra Leoneans, they can then go Qatar, then reach there, they don't get contracts. So that one they get the attention of the ambassador, they contact me. I said it's a flagrant violation of the law and all the processes. So now that make we take the action. So actually call them in and give them 5 days for remedy the situation. One for make sure they show authenticated contracts there where they don't sign with them 28 Sierra Leoneans. I am told the number is more because somebody tell me so they get a very organized syndicate today, both local and out yonder. Now 28 we sabi. So we say immediately issue contract so they all validate with the embassy in Qatar. Otherwise, let bring them people and they come back within 5 days or so. We want to see concrete efforts. Then this matter, after I left, I've been asked the Commissioner of Labor yesterday for bring the CID in. So in case the guys are not brought home, so then go start. Look, Sierra Leoneans are not trade slaves. People then they need the employment rights to be respected.
You bring in CID for.
Yeah, because if you do without due process, na human trafficking,
But you mentioned say una call them in. Yeah. When una call them in, what's in cooperation with una for provide the necessary details where government has come?
Well, I don't give you the contracts date, and we were in touch yesterday. Said me and the ambassador na Kuwait talk, na Qatar talk. In fact, they said don't take other dimension now. There's a resident Sierra Leone and na Qatar. Who instead of just pretty fast the care people then go under. Yeah? Without all of them saying how they talk about. So instead official complaint and don't make out to the Qatari government. Yeah, but then issues here. Because if you know raise her, when they go no later, now the country then go ban. And you get honest Sierra Leoneans, they all go get honest contracts, legitimate contract for go work there. If they ban the country, they want to not go enjoy that benefit. So it's good that we raise the issue.
You say when I give 5 days. When that 5 days they lapse, and after
it expired last week.
It don't expire last week.
Yeah.
So what's in next?
What's in next?
Yes.
The law they take in full cause. I don't tell you say would they refer to the CID now for investigation.
Would I not refer now?
Yesterday.
Today.
Yeah, I get instructions for that yesterday.
So okay, for refer today.
Definitely.
So what's in the issue? What's in the CID the issue? Warrant of arrest or invitation?
No, I know they do CID then work. Where you get issues and I will get all the hallmarks of human trafficking. You take it to the appropriate and competent authorities for dealing with. Okay. So that not to my own thing. They above my pay grade.
Mr. Minister, for get things clear, with the Malado Traveling Agency, the ministry begin license to the agency for embark on a recruitment process?
Well, so they made a do before. One day, I see some real, too true to believe adverts on social media. Yeah? So I'll ask my people then who issue a statement, say, a fake. Let nobody know deal with them. Yeah? Not to register recruitment agency, and chances are that a fake they do. So after that, it can't away. I mean, that was good. That was very commendable. It can't away. So this is what I do. because the thing clearly spells out the conditions there, not the employment, not the Migrant Workers Act. Yeah? So it go read down, understand that, it go through the process, we issue a certificate. So that means we able regulator now. It's mainstream. It's no longer, a hide and seek affair.
Approval to for the operator.
Yes. Like all other people, people then get approval for doing that.
I ask this question because each recruitment agency, once they get an offer from abroad with regard jobs that were available, they get what they call a demand letter. And that demand letter, if we bring a come to the ministry for CC on our work with the agency on the process for take Sierra Leoneans them go out to the various countries and the way the jobs are available. But again, sometimes in January, when we pull similar press release, we say now inform the public, say nobody not operate with the Malado company because it's not legal, it's not legitimately registered.
Yeah.
Listening to you now, it's like the ministry be fully comfortable with Malado in terms of operating as a recruitment agency.
Okay, so I don't know. You not pay attention. That beats the ball. I'll talk again. I say because a default, Nadamek, we discover say he was recruiting Sierra Leoneans abroad. He not get license, he not get nothing. So the chances for let you get it wrong. First, you not even know the law with the governor, right? The Sierra Leoneans and so Nadamek could be say illegal. Anybody not deal with her. Yeah. So he came to the office, like I say. He talked to the migration unit, then show him the provisions and what he violate, and this, that. So he make efforts, like I say, he can't register, he was duly licensed. So if with a license and back, now he still do back. So that's why we are taking the action we are taking. It makes sense to you now? I just can't meet with the whole conversation. Who's how you begin so? Not today the start. How this whole process happen? When you get an offer, for example, you get a company in Kuwait or anywhere in the world who want for hire Sierra Leoneans, yeah? You send that offer in the Ministry of Employment first. Why they send that? We want for be sure saying a legitimate offer, a authentic, a common other country, and a people that we able to do business with, yeah? So, what do we say they do? We send on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and to Toku, yeah? Then get a global network, either through diplomatic representation or through security, whatever. Then they come back to in writing. Say A, B, C, D, yes, this person legitimate, you can do business with them. Now, only after that, we say go ahead and do this. But then all of them processes here were not fulfilled. So because the premise is not right, the answer, and I make we get the answer.
So in this 26 Sierra Leonean 28 going to Qatar, whose role the Minister of Labour play in them travel?
Well, if we've been playing a role for don't get our rights.
So now we at all?
Definitely.
So what's in the mechanism in place for say somebody they pull Sierra Leoneans out of this country, we know refer to Labour Ministry, go with them?
No, I don't tell you so. One of the last one then, apart from the process I don't explain, you forget exit clearance.
So
but it's a whole lot of compromises. It's a whole lot of compromises. I mean, we're talking about weak institutional capacity all around. Government try very hard for bolster the capacity of them places. And even at airport, they're supposed to ask and insist, then get exit clearance for each and every one of them.
What's una investigation, una finding show? Is it that they left through the airport now, Lunge, or then travel by road?
Well, so refer whether they travel by air or by parachute, they not fulfill the terms there. So because we want for know what they ask so, none make would refer the issue to the police. Then the professionals and go find out. So once then go make them findings public because we don't talk about this public.
You talk about compromise. Who's the compromise they come out from?
Yeah, well, in past two, any of we legitimate entry point, exit or entry points there. I mean, there is supposed to be an exit clearance at all end point and let's say.
You think that certain institutions they not do their work properly?
Well, after this investigation, we'll know. Like I said.
The program now, good morning, salute the country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. If you just join, we will talk to the Minister for Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Swari. And they talk about overseas travel. We get for a look at other employment issues them inside the program Good Morning Salon. Mr. Minister, now we look at the issue of companies them we register for travel to people out of this country. How most companies them they wanna get now, and would them come near?
But being an old man, they expect me for Sabine company off head though. But I don't say we'll get slightly around 20 or so.
20.
I be not insisting now say nobody not forget license if in a western area you operate.
Why?
You got to be because if all man concentrate in the western area, decide they own another cover in the provinces. Now they then same serviceman then go now, you know, and then boku na the business so then snake oil salesman then boku na the business. I don't see people then go sell the ancestral land. You know, somebody show me that. They said they want to go per program. I said, which program? Then show me, I said, Paddy man, this is a joke, na lie. Somebody that went and woke a couple of years ago na route tie. You also had a Geneva and I called me. I said, how the route tie? He said, another day ago. He said, I don't left. He said, a program at the Fed. Yeah? He said, don't give somebody $4,000 to $5,000 already as deposit. For go Europe. I said, what did they go do? They walk another them place and then now I said, no, I just reached it. Can you imagine? That level of desperation. There's somebody who had a job. Apparently, I sure saying at end of service benefits, it takes so. So yes, we agree, joblessness, but also, you know, the idea said the grass is always greener out there. You know?
So you talk about 20 agencies that we are say register with the ministry. The Malado company, they part of the agency then?
Yes, I did.
Well, Radio Democracy being try to get from Malado coming in for explain their own side, but will not be able get them for respond to the production team for explaining your side of the story as to what exactly happened. But with within the minister don't say, we go try for get them if possible for get them the program. Good Morning Saloon. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And Mr. Minister, we go come to you shortly. We go and look at more issues them inside the program, or we'll come back. We continue. Good Morning Saloon. We go to the chairman for the Saloon Recruitment Association, Olu Bosin Clarkse. The Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security and the Association agree license to Malado Travel Agency for take Saloon people for go work na other country them. He talk this by one interview where he been the talk about one press release where the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security pool beside the alleged say Malado Travel Agency take about 28 Saloon people for go work na Qatar without the knowledge of the ministry. Well, Olu Bolson Clark talk more to we reporter Adeyemi Jackson inside this interview.
According to the press release, the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security layout, before then they lay out the press release, I think way back within January there was another press release where the Ministry of Employment again released for tell Sierra Leoneans and say the Malado agencies, ministry maker clearly to Sierra Leoneans say then two agencies here, they are not reputable, they're not registered from them. So anybody who they do business with them, if they do it at your own detriment, at your risk, for make you go to Malado, say for can you go to another country, for go work, for seek a job for you, say the ministry will not make a clear say they not get no license with them and they not get license for do that job there. So this press release again, the ministry do for them 28 people here, and make it again clear because it take 28 Sierra Leoneans there, including other companies them. But the ministry they investigate and we all leap and try for do the one the way the hands they padandi. We facilitate that movement the way say like the people and go under the company name for go. The ministry they investigate for no. If it involve anyone but we, the ministry we get license. The ministry say it will revoke each and any agency we in hand within this Malado movement here, then people here we go. The ministry say it will revoke the license of anyone by any agency we handy. And then 28 people here now that they try for repatriate them back. Because the Qatarian government make them clear and get in touch with the embassy, Saloon embassy in Qatar. Then say get in touch with the Minister of Employment, Sierra Leone, and the whole employment team. So now then they can try for get them people and they back to Sierra Leone. Know how it come about say them people and they reach Qataria. We the minister not get idea.
As an association, which one don't do since this press release come out from the Ministry of Employment?
Yeah, like for me, the chairman, I don't try for call because when I see the press release, I call so many agencies for ask them, because the press release they show say other people and they waiting at ground here with a hand with that.
That's not the other people.
The other agencies and companies, because the minister as we could. So like I ask.
You know the name of the agencies then?
No. So now make I ask me company, hey, this is the thing we don't come. Would I no say hand for this? You get for no waiting, more no one say, because the press release they tell you say anybody but we were involved, then they revoke your license. So always we can encourage them. If your license ever expire, within I could get the association. If you register at the association, if your license don't expire, like waiting my allowed to be do. So if you get a contract, you can cancel people that will get license were valid. You can't tell I don't get so contract for 28 people that want it. But because you don't get valid license, that person will get that valid license, you can work on percentage. Then they can take the demand letter and it counts out to the ministry. Then they can able to do the vetting. Now if this we don't pass through the ministry do background check through the foreign affairs for know the company who say them people how they go. Is it a reputable company like Katade? That company where they exist? Because they can take people and almost in a company they can go at the end of the day, they go park in our house, begin look for job for them. Now the thing will happen to them people as soon as we would they see.
Normally, where a recruiting agency want for take Sierra Leoneans then go to other country for go work, waiting at the procedure.
Before you a recruiting company for take Sierra Leoneans for care and go out of the country, one the country will need them people and they forgive you a demand letter. They forgive demand letter. Direct from that demand letter, you don't know the salary of them people. You don't know the terms and conditions the way they go for another country. You don't know the years where they go spend. And waiting, the country over here, over a day, they take care of them. Then the benefit, that's where they go get. From here, you don't know, say you go for social salary. Example, you go for 6,000 per month. Now they go feed you, now they give medication, now they do everything like that. So, where that demand letter don't come, you take her to the Ministry of Employment, Labour and Social Security. You count that demand letter because the website, address, phone number of that particular company and the country where they for the day. So the ministry then get the migration unit at the Ministry of Employment. Then they take her to the Foreign Affairs, then do background check first. Before they allow you for making recruit Sierra Leoneans there, because they go for check if this company they exist for true. If this company they want them people there, how much people they want? Whose job they go for? Is it labor job? Is it a housemaid? Is it a construction job? They didn't allow demand letter. So from there, the government they able to know how they advise.
With all this what happen now and the many talks that we don't do in our social media, Una as recruiting association, what in this mean for Una where they take Sierra Leoneans there for can go to other countries there for go work? What in this mean?
It's not good for the country. We as an association, we not like now that's make we form this association. We always can encourage you brothers and sisters here. If you get contract any part of the world, if you're not able to register your company for that moment, they be recruitment agencies and they will get license already. So we can encourage them. A radio station, newspapers, a WhatsApp group, come to the company where get a license, a clear recruitment license, valid one. Who now work?
Whether the chairman for the Saloon Recruitment Association, Olubot Sinclair, they talked to Adeyemi Jackson inside the interview. They also they talk about what the makeup of the Ministry of Labour press release for Seka the Malado coming. The program Good Morning Saloon they continue. We go for break. We'll come. We rejoin the information and press attaché na Kuwait embassy na Saloon embassy na Kuwait for tell you the status of Saloon people with regards to overseas employment. The program Good Morning Saloon they continue after this break.
Bloomberg Digital Banking don't come for we.
I said so. You look stressed so.
Nah, bank they won't go so.
Me sister, go digital.
Digital?
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital Banking. Just tap, click, swipe and send money, receive money, check your balance, pay your bills and get quick loans before Jacko cuts your eye.
But Abu left fly.
Well, bring your phone.
Not so easy and quick.
Yes, with Bloomberg Digital, you can bank with freedom any side na the world. Your money is safe and secure. Also, you can do business and transfer money instantly by your currency across Africa. Quick one with Colats.
Wow! As from today, call me Aisatu Bloomberg Digital. I dey go tell all me party them for join Bloomberg Digital Banking.
Go ahead and download our digital banking app. from Google Play Store and Apple Store, or visit any of our branches for further details. For no more, you can visit our website, bloombankafrica.com. Bloombank Africa. Let's make it happen.
You bland taste ice cream and you don't feel like an ice cream? No worry again, because Blue Moon ice cream don't come for you.
Blue Moon ice cream na salon that they make am, and you get different flavor them like chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, almond, bubble gum, plain yogurt, chocobar, ice pop, and different other flavor them.
You're available in all supermarkets, and we shop there in Sandal Street, Wellington Street, Wilkinson Road, and Waterloo. Self, we work man at the worker with the push cart they sell. Now salon the factory day when they make this ice cream here. So get better taste with Blue Moon ice cream. It's refreshing and they give you more satisfaction.
For more information, you can call we on 077 633 633. Blue Moon ice cream, the taste of happiness.
Program na Good Morning Salon will come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will bring you this edition of the program Good Morning Salon. Musa Kamarana Minim
and Adeyemi Jackson.
We still get the Minister for Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Rahman Soare. We will talk about labour issues then. As I mentioned before we go for the break, they join now the information and press attaché na Salon Embassy na Kuwait for tell we the status of Salon people them as this BNTM then be pull one press release usai then make some clarification for Sika one notice we been the passy then don't ban Salon for travel na then countries then the online now they join Cyril Bans we na the head of press attaché or when the media person na Salon Embassy na Kuwait. Good morning and welcome to the program, Cyril Ban.
Good morning, Musa. Good morning, my esteemed Minister of Employment and Labour and Social Security. Yes. Good morning, listeners. I'm happy for the part of this program.
Yes, we don't talk to the minister with regards overseas travel na then countries then we now one of them will you dey. When I pull a press release before we come to that, when I pull a press release for clarification on the issue of Salon being banned for travel na Kuwait, Jordan, where you cover in other countries them. First of all, waiting be lead the embassy for pull a press release.
I think we see a notification online, an article we they circulate on social media with claims Sierra Leone be part of the 27 countries where the state of Kuwait ban for domestic recruitment when a visa or Article 20, under them revised labor migration and regulations recently, and I think the embassy began for intervening because not to ban them ban. I give you a background to the story, how this thing happened. Before 2017, recruitment didn't happen. Opportunity come out for make the recruit Sierra Leoneans, both domestic workers, where then they call Kadamanaya, and private sector workers. So from 2019 to 2017, recruitment didn't go on there. But it got to a time where so many issues, if you follow social media, then you will realize there's so many issues we don't surround this Article 20. We're not for domestic workers, then not only Sierra Leone, but other countries. But due to the reports, then the reports of abuse, human rights trafficking, poor conditions of service, where we citizens in the face, governments they intervene because they not the ones for that bad name. And governments decide for the state of Kuwait for issue a moratorium, which at least a temporary suspension on the recruitment of housemaids to Sierra Leone. So when the government of the state of Kuwait received that one, they then also dispatched through a circular, then dispatch them to all the directorates, of residency affairs in the country, And up until that time, no recruitment not happened. You know, it was interesting for Lucy 2025, when last year, at some point in 2025, I think it was in May, we received a notification from, say, a Sierra Leonean also, and then they don't recruit them under domestic worker visa. So we write to the ministry now, and the Sierra Leonean immediately repatriate them because the moratorium is still in force. Yeah, so another one there, I think the clarification is it was not a ban. The post we write them, I don't know if it get a political agenda, because when they hear this ban talk, they want for push for smear the image of the Republic of Sierra Leone. It's not a ban, now the government of Sierra Leone says issue that moratorium for making them put everything on hold, pending the agreement where we all go finalize and sign and ratify. We go binding between the two countries regarding recruitment.
Now, Cyril, what's the relationship between the Republic of Salone, the embassy and the state of Kuwait?
Thank you very much, Musa. I think a very, very important question. The bilateral relationship between the state of Kuwait and the Republic of Sierra Leone, I can assure you, is strong, consistent, and mutually beneficial. And it goes beyond 2 to 3 decades. You understand? But the relationship, we really farm up the relationship in 2009. We established the embassy in Sierra Leone, embassy in Kuwait, now ready for pave way for deeper collaboration and coordination across all sectors. The two countries don't support each other in various ways. Say the Republic of Sierra Leone extends support to the state of Kuwait during United Nations programs, when they vie for, a seat or whatever it is. Sierra Leone can lend a reciprocal support, and also support them during bid or a seat in the Islamic organization, the OIA. In solidarity of the state of Kuwait during the Iraqi invasion. We extend a kind gesture, we dispatch a contingency to the state of Kuwait, and then it is so dear to them. We help them, we come to them, we rescue in time of need. On the other hand, we don't sign several bilateral agreements, we don't ratify some of them, and there are others pending. And one of the agreements we don't sign and ratify, we Sierra Leone the benefits from scholarship opportunities. Each year, then they award 4 slots for Sierra Leoneans who can study in various fields.
Okay.
Then, but we also don't engage the University of Kuwait here for maybe able for extend that slot to let them do more, because we need more Sierra Leoneans, because of course education at the bedrock of presidents.
Now,
His Excellency the President.
What are the status of Salone people in Kuwait?
Well, I think make I end the bilateral relations, but
because
the status
of time,
of Sierra Leoneans, the status of Sierra Leoneans here in Kuwait. Sierra Leoneans then sometimes issues there, of course, were not peculiar to Sierra Leone. Then they do fine. Sierra Leoneans, they go about their job. The jobs they wouldn't be doing them, but they go about their jobs. In the embassy also, they ensure that we engage them constantly, but we get other few issues then we normally can affect Sierra Leoneans here. And some of these issues, I can highlight them here for your attention. Some of them are immigration-related issues, most of which the civil ID, the residency, they expire, they lost their status as residents here. That's one. And it's good now we get the Ministry of Employment, also the immigration department, they put their mechanisms in place now for ensure that expatriates in Sierra Leone register then the second one, when a predominant issue has come from home, so sometimes they can get their issues where then they face issues with them employers and then sponsors, which they can do for run away from home. And the sponsors at the same time can go police, say this person here where I come with, they don't run away. You understand? But the embassy can intervene sometimes in the 87 day for ensure that they're able to go back home or they're able to talk to the sponsor for let them release them. And another tricky one is when they stop Sierra Leoneans, some Sierra Leoneans, when they stop them Salone, like how the minister don't say, some people and they win oil people desperate, they want to take money from people. When they stop them, they defend another way. The recruiters, the illegal recruiters who not register with government can tell them, say, now for go Liberia, for example, or go Guinea or go other countries for take them passports, and they come here not as Sierra Leoneans, but they come here as other nationals. And most times, when they can bring them Canada, embassy not even aware of the recruitment process. We only get for know when issues they are bound. I mean, a Sierra Leonean know this place I come out, but you get another identity, a form of nationality. So these are some of the issues they know the UTC will be facing. And now everyday business, then we get other issues. Then we, of course, will therefore repatriate Sierra Leoneans. We work with IOM. Sometimes we can even involve IOM. The embassy, they work closely with IOM for ensuring then things then they all happen in the repatriate Sierra Leoneans.
Would they round up this interview now as embassy? When I get any data of Salone people now Kuwait and Jordan who na the cover?
Yes, we get. Currently we get over 1,335 Sierra Leoneans in the state of Kuwait, and Jordan will get about 7.
About 7.
Yeah.
Let's thank you for joining we insert the edition of the program Cyril.
Thank you very much.
Yes. In name na Cyril Ban, in the media and the information attaché na Salone Embassy na Kuwait, we they cover Jordan. The program Good Morning Salone they continue.
The program now Good Morning Salone they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program now we they go for this week. When we come, we can engage the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security.
Tell me what you stop nonsense. You dey look for side for keep you money and for make you business grow?
Well, now the term is so for keep you money with any community bank or financial services association, with them they call FSA, with the all side na Salone, because then a good party with good condition, way easy for the ordinary man.
They go guide you fine one, but how for manage you money for change your life and the people them and your community. Maybe say when you keep your money in a bank where they near you not just they keep money for bye, but you they help your community for go before.
So waiting you the wait, you be businessman or farmer, petit together, so you act person, teacher or anybody keep your money in any community bank or FSA where they near you and see how your life go better.
Tell me what they stop nonsense. Now money they stop nonsense.
Cecil, do you know any sharp user I go able get quality laptop or desktop computer for buy? When I go give me wahala like the last one?
Aisha, you see this Dell computer na me hand? It don't pass 8 years from where I begin user. It no one day give me problem. Na Palestino International in shop, na 5 and 6 Gloucester Street, na they a buyer. Not to copyright Palestino they sell, na original. You see this me plasma TV, this Samsung home theater, me standing fan and mobile phone. Every day when you see them, it's like a new one. They don't pass 8 years na me hand. Palestino don't open Palestino International Computer Shop na 3 Bojon Street Bow. Also you they get all kind computer for buy. For more, just call 076 56 5432 077 80 5898. Palestino International in Computer Shop, all team day for you.
The program now Good Morning Salon, they come to you from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Inside the program where they come to with studio guest way now the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Raman Swari. You don't listen the interview with what we just do with the press attaché now the Salon Embassy na Kuwait.
Yep.
One of the things we outstanding from that interview they that it make and clear say some of the agency them here or agents them here when the Kuwait government can find out for say that they embark on a legal recruitment process, they can ban them or they can stop them, but they find alternate routes for do them business here. What in the ministry they do for say not only on monitor the process at the start, but also Sierra Leoneans whether they take go na them country there. So what's that they take them go for now the right thing that they go meet.
Okay, so I'll listen to the interview. Wow, when me say read the ban, yeah. First thing I do, I call the Kuwait, the embassy in Kuwait. I talk to the head of chancery. I say I'm concerned. They explain to me the reality. I said, well, send the documentation to me. They actually send them to me. I said, well, we need to do something. At least already them in there ahead of the curve. They sent me a draft to look, and so that was I want for comment and I'm very proactive. So that's what we have here. So I really talk about so we don't clamp down on them, not them place here. It really means not them place here. So within some of them they do, then they go now other neighboring countries. Then they take advantage of the weak institutions there. Not them place, then they go secure passports and go Kuwait or go another country. And so they don't go there as Sierra Leoneans more often than not. But when something happen, they want for come back. It's a bit the signature till normally on social media. Hey, Papa government, would they know this, that. So now that kind of thing in the talk. There is nothing the ministry go do that side. We will continue for raise public awareness. Yeah, we will continue for strengthening the law there. But no law is ever too serious. Is ever a serious deterrent to a determined criminal.
But you mentioned just now say some of them people are where they go, even though they can find alternate route, and they go there as Sierra Leonean, but they go there from the country where they can don't go engage. But when they can hold them, they can meet with them Sierra Leonean passports.
Well, because they don't get the Sierra Leonean passport who they want to travel by, will make it difficult, they go and obtain the second passport and then they go by. What trouble car now, then they come back home, now the Salon Embassy, because they talk Creole, na Sierra Leoneans then, originally, so na so government they take the wahala. And you see over the past, we not abandon them. From across the world, we don't work with IOM or other body there, we don't repatriate a lot of Sierra Leoneans. His Excellency President Biosef, one time ago, Lebanon, I pay for them privately, Boku Sierra Leoneans in return. At the peak of the Lebanon war, 2 years or so ago, I've been in Ethiopia, I engaged the Director General of the International Organization for Migration. I will be able to repatriate a large number of Sierra Leoneans there where the situation in the wars in Lebanon. So yes, we do this all the time. But we don't want for to do this. We want for encourage with citizens and if we not get a legal, legitimate and authentic contract, now, place where peaceful, we're not put you in harm's way, we will encourage you for otherwise check with the ministry if you get any doubts so that you not fall victim to human trafficking or to snake oil salesmen.
Continue for stay with me, say the program Good Morning Salon. I don't send on a text message, use them on the number 077 981 also on our Facebook page and YouTube. We look at some of the messages, then we respond to them. We look at other labor issues like the one we get for do with the Union Trust Bank and also a case we want to deal with, we get for do with domestic violence or violence na workplace. We get for do the Sierra Leonean and the foreign company. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We look at the first message inside the program. This one from Abubakar Vasase Amara say, good morning, Radio Democracy. We know about the 28 Sierra Leonean people, the so-called travel agency issues going about, please. Okay.
This one from Tijan, our Facebook page say, I have always been asking the Minister of Labour whenever I listen to him on any radio station programs, but he always turn blind or deaf ears to my question asked. Mr. Minister, are you open teachers not part of the labor law? Is the issue of the minimum wage? If yes, then why are you teachers receiving 300 loans monthly and which is not even forthcoming?
This one from Alusain Time. He say, Mr. Swari, I believe the ministry issued out license to the Malado traveling agency. So why all these unfortunate issues are happening to the man?
This one from Ishmael Shagif say, please ask the minister if he is aware about QNet coming.
This one from Mark 10 and New England, they say minimum wage is a huge problem for workers. Imagine 1,500 loans or 39 loans monthly and 39 loans a day, but a bag of rice is 700 plus. Wages have kept up with inflation.
This one from Abubakar, our Facebook page. The Good Morning Gadi Democracy. We know about the 28 Sierra Leoneans people. The Maladog travel agencies is going about from Italian Versace.
Okay, this one from Anthony Kaitibi. He say, please, Mr. Minister, we want you to pay a visit at this company called Past Plast Company SL Limited at Kisi Dockyard. This is a Past Plast Company SL Limited at Kisi Dockyard. This company are not working according to the labor times. Please help us. From Anthony Kaitibi.
This one from Alusain say, Mr. Swagger, I believe the ministry issue out license to the Malado Travel Agency. So why all these unfortunate issues are happening now?
From the messages that already come to the minister for respond to some of the messages, we'll continue for look at issues.
Yeah. So whether the Malado Travel Agency register, yes, register. But because we register, now I make a subject to the law. If we break the law, we call her out, and the law get clear remedies. Yeah? So a register, yes, the first time it not been registered in January, there was a scandal. We issue a press statement. After that one day, the ministry, the migration unit talk to them. They go through the process, a securing license for operate. But a license not to insurance. Say if you breach the provisions of the law, you're not going to be called out. This is what has happened in this case. It happens, say, now in young get officially reported. We know say beaucoup other people there, so they not register, then they do this. So my advice to Sierra Leoneans then, Lord, be careful what will they get yourself into. Somebody asks, the teachers then, teacher they earn 300,000 leons, they still the teach. But me son have been teacher. We I left college in 1994. I think that 24,000 or thereabout, I don't forget the enemy they pay we. But then they pay me below that, I go quit teaching. I go do something else. So no teacher. I don't know which subject that teacher they teach you. If they take 300 leons, I will not take it.
Okay.
I'm not a teacher. Any employer, so let clarify this. I'm not saying that field day, then get to them and call volunteer teacher, this, that, CTA teacher, then get all in categorizations. I'm not sitting there for talk about that now. But the minimum wage, now 1,200 leons. Anything short of that, that person in a criminal offense, and for bring them to we go force compliance. Part of the thing that we want to talk about, when they say minimum wage, then at the basic minimum, you're not going to go below. If you get opportunity, there are provisions in the law for better conditions. If you're able to pay 5,000, 10,000, anything you're able to pay, we will commend you, we'll single you out as a good employer, a compassionate and responsible employer, and we do Mayday, we will even single you out and give you a national award. So they encourage companies to do better than that. The minimum wage now just so that you're not going to pay slave. Somebody they ask if I sabi what KNet. I don't hear about KNet. But the ministry not get a magic for know where violations are happening, where illegal operations are occurring. Now people then for draw attention to that. Now this make commend the efforts of some social media people there and the mainstream media. Where they draw attention to. And once you draw attention to the incumbents on who for take action. We'll not get a magic wand for know what's in the Apple side. Yeah? And when I know say for the longest time, in the last 15 years before I came at the ministry, now the Ministry of Employment, Labor and Social Security get people there for work. Now they get offices there, the provinces there. Yeah? We properly peopled. So you have to understand the challenges.
Okay.
But we get boots on the ground everywhere now. you can bring your complaints to the nearest
This one
offices.
from Jasper Cole. He said, good morning, 98.1. The Minister of Labour in the studio with you now is talking about overseas travel. But there are workers at State House that are not paid even 400 leons, especially sweepers at State House. Is he aware of that, please?
Well, this is news, but I almost go say categorically in the payroll where I talk to the Ministry of Finance, nobody enough will be paid such insulting thing. That is not a salary, that is a tip. I don't think so that they're on government payroll. You know, politics, people then they associate, then we can't name on down and tip them. I know this government is not callous. Because the president cared and that make it say, even in the midst of global economic meltdown, it's a look, let's review the minimum wage from 800 to 120. Are we there? No, we are not there. But the aspiration in the future, now for law, make sure so we'll get a living wage to people there. So that killer wage is not official.
Okay.
So then the man the council on hang we mondo again something. Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Continue for stay with you inside the program. Mohamed Rahman Swari, Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security. We'll go for music break. We'll continue the program.
We were not born in midterm. Let we get hope, say one day we go make them. We were not born with money, less opportunity. Still we want me somebody. It's not easy. We not come up in. But one day we two go turn to four. But not design we can go. We have beat go one day show. And the entire world go know. Say we not been bubble pain. We not 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 bubble pain. Number one, we born up on body. The game where we play now, both giddy. We not been a PCC and for me. Fufu pampo them beats Benny. We not bubble pain. When I can lick me guinea. I carry the shine like robbery. Don't knock me one cup Gary. One word the boy know the airy. We not bubble pain. Off to school with me khaki. They fight from Kissy to Potty. University pass you go read. You know easy. For leave like bubble pain. I remember the time for the kitty. Some of free run go Gambia and Guinea. The thing we I see not be Lily. Some see don't wait Maxwell Kobe. Yes, original bubble pain. We not 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 bubble pain. We were not born with money, less opportunity. Still we want me somebody. It's not easy. But one day we two go turn to four. But not design we can go. We have beat go one day show. And the entire world go know. Say we not been bubble pay. But now we dey crawl, we dey fall. Like when them put the load up and sol. And so we gon' meet the wall. One day we go stand tall.
Hear this, say man don't swim, man don't tire. Every day till you warm like a fire. But still like man get for beer. Though they broad and they make I don't skier. They just left with us sweet for the sofa ball. It can way up skin, but still man they swing. He make a decide for change to born again. Cause for all the work man don't see no gain. Man don't dry like in, don't left so been. But me now for pain and not go run away. He too bad, so struggle. And they struggle every day, he they double. Now so we go dive on the struggle. The system too hard, now they jungle. But idle we life just they tangle. Not so, if I be you. Not so.
Yes, indeed. That's na Bobo Pain we Emerson. Bring forward the program today. Good morning, Saloon. Welcome to you from the Society for a Democracy, 98.1 FM. We still get the Minister of Labour, but we'll continue for look at issues.
The program Good Morning Salon, the continuation of the program where they take one part with headline story. Then we say the Deputy Bank Governor, where they in charge of financial stability in the Bank of Salon, Alfred Sama say government now they deal with any share older na Union Trust Bank during the term where then be they sell to local commercial bank because the bank not get any couple or property again where share older them for benefits from. They talk this inside one interview for Seka, they take over where local commercial bank don't take over Union Trust Bank. Alfred Sama talk more to Musa Kamara inside this interview.
It goes surprising for no say up to this day UTB in capital requirement na 33 million new loans, while with the request for 122 to 270 million new loans. Now when a bank in this kind of state, important for the central bank pay attention to them or make it intervene. Because if we don't intervene in our don't say that bank they fail, they make a run on all the banks. If you say service they get account on other bank, you see the rush for go take him, you see bank they don't begin fail. So that this makes central bank go inside, they put the Union Trust Bank into resolution. What does that mean? We go there, we take over the management of Union Trust Bank, and we look for somebody where they buy over Union Trust Bank.
As we talk so now, waiting at the latest on this takeover.
As at 12 midnight yesterday, the 16th, Tuesday, the 16th of June, Union Trust Bank don't cease for exist as a bank, and Rokel Commercial Bank don't assume ownership of Union Trust Bank. And to date and going forward, now Rokel Commercial Bank don't own Union Trust Bank now all over the country.
What do you mean you don't own them?
Union Trust Bank then Trade is now owned by Rokel Commercial Bank.
Including the name get for change?
For the branding and the change of name, Rokel Commercial Bank gets in shareholders. You get the one that we left to them now for let them sit and discuss them one and day and decide whether for maintain the name UTB or for continue for change the name totally to Union Trust Bank and entirely.
What thing
Commercial Bank?
What thing go happen to the people who get money in a Union Trust Bank?
So to this day, Wednesday, as I talk to you now, where Union Rokel don't take over Union Trust Bank, no customer is affected. The money that they intact, Union Trust Bank they operate now all the branches in the country peacefully.
What about the staff them? What thing that happen to them?
All right. So government out of human anonymity don't take upon itself for pay benefits to all staff we be doing our Union Trust Bank. And at the same time, Rokel Commercial Bank, they take them over for a transition period of 6 months, assess them, and now decide who that is employ fully into the realm.
How sure now they say you know get for end up with cry and concerns?
Okay, Musa, as I talk to you now, there is no Union Trust Bank staff we don't get in benefit into your account or don't get letter for say they pay you benefit. I tell you say within yesterday to latest tomorrow, all staff of Union Trust Bank don't get a benefit.
So no guarantee for employment?
Employment is guaranteed. Then they move over they all to Rokel for a transitional period of 6 months.
Rokel Commercial Bank take over everything about Union Trust Bank, including assets and liabilities?
Rokel Commercial Bank take over the good assets, took over the performing loans, it took over the deposit liabilities, customer depositing the money, it took over that one.
What's in left?
Now the bad assets. The bad assets in the sense, they one they will not be they perform at all. Say for instance, they one they will be done they take loan. We get this country, people that can go to a bank and take loan, when they take the loan, for then they pay that loan, it's on an issue. So then they go down turn the bank say the bank declare that loan a bad debt. So then loan they kind liability that they left.
In this takeover, una in any way deal with shareholders?
The Union Trust Bank not supposed to exist. We for liquidate or for shut and down.
Now, in shorting it down, me question that una deal with shareholders.
You ask me a question. I want to build a story around the question so people go understand at the end of the answer.
Right.
Good. This is the state in which Union Trust Bank been there. It been there in negative equity. And when an institution there in negative equity, that they may say, if all the customer there of Union Trust Bank then can't today at that time they still want to money. Even if Union Trust Bank decide for sell all them property, then including all them building, all them multiplier they get in this country, then add on to the cash they get at that time they're not going to pay their customer their money. If we be allowed them liquidate Union Trust Bank at that time, they will IMF be saying shut and down. No deposit, not be forget all the money. So but could not be forget the money self.
So now IMF advice now for shut and down.
They advise you. I tell you say Union Trust Bank be there in a bad state.
No, now would that them the Rokel Commercial Bank buy from this bank? Government or the shareholders or Sanfa Kuruma and relatives then?
When you get negative equity, shareholder not get nothing there. That's not clear. If shareholder they get money, if the bank not be get negative equity, government not be for kind side. For seller who can fill funding gap. But because they get negative equity, salary is where they been paying now from customer deposit ability for pay salary. If they buy fare for them, now customer money ability for buy fare. This is the state in which Union Trust Bank been. So no shareholder no they can happen this. Shareholder no get money.
What about the relatives of Sanfa Kuruma? You not been will list bank?
Bank don't do negative equity. Central bank don't go there now. They don't take them up in management. Yeah, we Central Bank take up the management of that bank there. Forget shareholders. They don't get handed again. What will they do?
In simple terms, they tell the public say the shareholders them that in letter they waiting the call for justice and let them hand over the bank to them again. No go stand.
Musa Kama, if you don't go na Union Trust Bank the website, the financial statement they.
So, but no, for simple, simple term, you think say they not get any, height for ask for any ownership of the bank again?
Absolutely nothing.
What about the family of the late man?
You don't talk about shareholders. And he was part of the shareholders.
What now the worth of this takeover? How much it cost to Rokel Commercial Bank for takeover?
I don't want to go into that question because...
Why?
Fine. One, we assess Rokel Commercial Bank based on their strength for takeover the bank.
It not cost them money?
It cost them money.
What now the money will cost them?
No, I'm not in a position to mention what the money cost them here.
Why you no one mention them? Why no one mention them?
Because no one mention them. That's all. Classified
information. But for transparency's sake.
No, it's a classified information.
Especially at a time when the shareholders then they ask now that let them give them the bank again, and you say the bank may be negative equity, and they're not been getting any moral height again for ask for anything.
Musa Kamara, from where I don't start this interview to now, trust me, I have all the figures at the top of my head, but I don't mention no figure. Yeah, for professional reasons, and I will not mention any figure on the basis of professionalism.
That not the deputy governor, not the Bank of Salon in charge of financial stability, Alfred Sama. They talked to Musa Kamara. He said in interview, I say government not deal with any shareholder than Union Trust Bank during the term where then be they sell them to Rokel Commercial Bank because the bank not gets any couple of property again where shareholder them for benefit from. The program now Good Morning Salon is the program where they come over to we studio guest we now the Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohamed Gamasware. You don't listen to the interview there with the Deputy Bank Governor, Bank of Salon. So I confirm say Rokel Commercial Bank don't take over Union Trust Bank. But let me look at the labor aspect, the workman them we be now the former Union Trust Bank. From the Ministry of Labour, what's not the fate of the workman them here?
Well, so first off, from where we see the resolution notice, from the central bank, I straight away called the bank governor. I said this notice will get implications for serving employees, in terms of benefits and the provisions where they forget under the law. So we convene. That may actually reach out. We convene since they were done the discuss them. So we don't reach, an amicable resolution, just like the deputy bank governor talk for financial stability. All the people then they pay them the end of service benefits. All man they go across to Rokel Bank for the next 3 to 6 months in a transition arrangements. During that period, the Rokel Commercial Bank will assess, the competencies, the skill sets, the culture, and whether then they want to continue with. Anybody else who they not continue with will be entitled to redundancy compensation as per law. Okay?
You are aware of the letter from the employers them or employees them rather of this bank?
Dated when?
It is dated. I cannot see the date here from Usada Watch, something block about. The letter is written to the HR and then gets a issue where number one is a credible intelligence. We've received a reliable information that TTB caretaker team HR intends to post end of service benefit into staff accounts throughout the weekend of 13th to the 15th of June 2026 without prior written notice or consultation. I say the legal position.
So I take it that letter from the context was written before the 13th. Yeah?
On the 7th. The letter is dated the 7th.
No, it's history. On Tuesday, we'll get a big meeting with all the employees of Union Trust Bank. The central bank will be represented by Mr. Sama and other senior leaders of the interim management team and all of that. So the staff that will address them will lay all the issues there bare and clear to them. Say it was going to be continuous employment, right? As per law, the one who will not be able to survive the 3 to 6 months process, then they pay them due.
They not get issue with the payment of their benefits. For them, then redundant them without written a letter to them or notify them 2 to 3 months ahead of the redundancy.
So
that's their position.
Well, that's why they are paying redundancy compensation for the one then we know they continue. The one who they continue, I tell you, this is a very difficult labor market around the world. Would they manage redundancies? Now, boku place there. I tell them, I say, look, if you are lucky, then choose you for continue for work. You must go to church and give testimony. Now, very important situation that one day. You know what's in the happen around the world and around the country. Yeah, redundancy compensation are 2-3 months or thereabout. After that, you face the grim reality of joblessness again. So, may go one for appeal to Rokel within the context of what's possible with business for as many Sierra Leoneans as possible. Because this for we, they also help follow we continue for add to the numbers with excellence.
According to Sama, they get for DD for 6 months.
No. Between 3 to 6 months. That draft day, now maybe do the draft. The Ministry of Labour now do the draft.
After that 3 to 6 months, what are the fate of the one them we then get for transition, or we transition from Union Trust Bank to Rokel? The staff them.
Oh, they get absorbed into the permanent staff structure. With full benefits, full rights, full entitlements, full protection.
This always not the promise, but I
No. I have
because
not been one of those people who have made those promises. I have not promised and not done it.
But you be aware of the SALCAP situation.
The SALCAP situation. Everybody was paid. No. So now let's talk about it. In all those instances, interestingly enough, the SALCAP situation, Namena be Minister of Information and Communications, everybody was paid their last dime. Airports Authority, everybody has been paid.
So, Mr. Minister,
so they all listen to me. Let anybody challenge me.
You want for assure, we'll command them, the Union Trust Bank for say, they're going to receive them benefits and other things that we're entitled to them.
Absolutely.
We're not going for witness or see any similar situation of the SALCAP and.
What's in the SALCAP? Just remind me.
But the SALCAP situation, like you mentioned, the back and forth, and even Saratel, and remember we cover plenty demonstrations.
Everybody's
being
paid.
Information then.
Yes.
So no, Saratel, they are not being paid for at the moment. Plenty of them don't even die. We don't cover that story.
No.
And now we go to
the context right, Musa. Saratel go through a rigorous verification process with Ministry of Labour, Communications, and Audit Service. Then commitments and they will be made for pay. They don't pay them for backlog salaries and what have you.
Of Saratel Ukmane?
Yes, sir.
When?
Yes, because as recent as 1 month again, we interview some of them. Ukmaya, we still raise concern. We get the Minister of Communication. We say apart from the money we Africell give them for take over Saratel, now they go use for pay some of the backlog of their staff and also retirement benefits.
Yes, so you know when they launched the MVNO?
Months ago.
Yeah, a month ago. So after that, they don't pay.
They don't pay the all.
I have not had any complaints because now we didn't complain to if it's not right. So and I don't get credible information. The union go either council we own public, we own phone and a public.
Forget things clear. Then pay them before they officially take over Saratel.
Well, take over before officially outdoor. That was official outdooring Upulnado na Mianta Conference Center. That was not the takeover. That was the outdooring ceremony.
The payment be happen before that?
No, after. Because they're still going to go through, because it's not thing where we don't go bad for some time, Some people will not abandon work for long years, but good thing they don't come into the mix. So they may need proper time for verify, for cross-check and all of that before they pay. Yeah, so that's been done now.
Okay. Continue for stay with me inside the Program Minister for Labour, Employment and Social Security. We'll come back to you with a look at other labour issues them across the board. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue. We'll go for this break. We'll continue the program Good Morning Salon.
Proudly Sierra Leonean, proudly progressive.
Have you heard of J-Man Group of Companies? Building businesses, creating opportunities, and driving national growth. J-Man, building the nation. Excellence and service in every step.
Fueling the economy and powering the future with J-Man Petroleum.
Protecting lives, businesses, and investments with J-Man Insurance.
High-quality tires and motor spare parts from J-Man Motors.
Guaranteed safety and protection with J-Man Security. J-Man, together we rise, empowering people, changing lives.
As an indigenous company, creating jobs, supporting communities, and contributing to economic development.
Innovation, integrity, excellence, service.
J-Man Group of Companies, proudly Sierra Leonean.
Proudly building the future.
J-Man Group of Companies, your trusted partner for progress.
For more information, contact us at 2 Adelaide Street, Freetown, or call 090-580-001.
48 teams, one champion, one glory. The 2026 World Cup is here. Call 777 now or dial *777# for play and win with AfriCell. Yes, if you're not a football fan, this time you turn for win plenty amazing prizes. You can win AfriMoney, Samsung A06 smartphones, World Cup team jerseys, and plenty more inside the World Cup season with AfriCell. Call 777 or dial *777# and win with AfriCell inside the promo. Or buy and activate a brand new AfriCell SIM card and you will get one chance for take part inside the AfriCell 2026 World Cup draw. This will cost you just $3 and AfriCell will send it back for you for use as on-net talk time before 12 midnight. Use your AfriMoney for double your chances for win inside the AfriCell World Cup promotion. The live draw will come up after the first match every day on AYB TV, Afri TV on channel 23, AfriCell Sierra Leone Facebook page, and also live on Afri Radio. Link up with other major radio stations across the country. Call 777 or dial *777# for win inside the World Cup promo with AfriCell. For more information, call 111. Terms and conditions apply.
Good morning, Salon. They continue inside the program with the Go for Walkabout.
Another morning again. At the Thursday, this country every day you must get film where they play. The film now where they play. Trust Bank and Salon Bank. Uda don't sell, Uda not sell, we don't know. Then say, see a older, then say, they know me engage them. Management of Trust Bank say, all the things there, where Salon Bank say no to true. They talk to what kind of problem this mine. But Salon Bank, why you self no engage this year older them and explain it and say this na the challenge where the bank they get. But people waiting at the bank say all the number they only call, all not to true mine as the bank they run steady and fast. I say this country and a something mine. That boy, Uncle Safiko die. In no reach 1 month, then begin first pine property mine. And this then can say, I don't know what Uncle Safiko do because they say Uncle Safiko himself way mean they alive. I mean they do something them. Wait, Alex, by then they are people want return and gear mine. But talk and go, talk and come. Now the first Salon man this get bank just like other people them na the world. But if that bank there they go through challenge, pass unu sell am, unu not be bail out just like witness to min bail bank rokel. But to the talk and go no more. You know say PPSL party, then say they get to man business, cut here, put here. I know say man the percentage, but that bank there, na man the aim mine. Yeah, this country and something, but anyway, with the look unu. I don't take go thank you no more. Where I mean don't go take all that me money there. I don't put on me safe. Now down bottom box. Ati one picture right up there to all the cabinet ministers and Equatorial Guinea don't resign. I smile. I think for the first time Africa look the integrity small. It's Alex say PPSL party for do and this country because the way the country they go, it's Alex say that we minister cabinet they are, they don't fail we mine. If una can resign, say because always you tell people and so you do, you not able. That go so say una get integrity. But anyway, Salon a country hard for them man resign and one people they no more because man them na them thing for put in a pocket na in them be symbol. It's Alex CPA party them party office. Don't I don't know how for call her if na postal center. If it you postal them big as you are postal, it cover you building. I think I understand they waste money. All man they pulling posters. All my motto, I'm for you, I'm for this, I'm for that. But all them put to day, now the same thing mine. That's why I can see that boy. Within that place outside there, they make law. Uncle K. Uncle K. Sunday they write say how that road they well medical center no they there. I can smell mine. What would I mean the way to no do? Okay, the last kenda for smell mine. Uncle K. Something and they something the way you talk. I swear to God, I can smile. I can say, look at I mean, they don't know do am. Oh, no, company, they don't come now. You want the rub mud for them. Now, this daddy can say, a spade, shovel. Me, na the honorable Piki Wakabot.
The program Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, from Wakabot, where they come in the studio and take one power headline story. Then we say, as the defense lawyer don't begin read some of the message between the late Sia Fatou Kamara and Abdul Pakar, the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac say all the message here now make up story for make the court feel sorry for the accused. But more on this, make we join with reporter Fatou Bakba.
I can't sleep, Pakar. I can't breathe properly. I cry begging you. I almost lost my life begging you. I missed days without going for classes. My BP went up. You sacked me because of the way I dressed, not for cheating.
That's not some of the email message them where Abdul Pakar been read na court. Where according to Sia Fatou Kamara bin sent inside July 12 and 14, 2019. The term where Sia Fatou Kamara bin in Nairobi, Kenya.
And this term, they made a pamplaba.
According to the defense, they read this message na court for make them know how the relationship in Tanlek between Abdul Pakar and late Sia Fatou Kamara before he die. As plenty people believe say, the relationship been toxic. We make the defense been send a 45-page booklet of printed email message them we been there between Abdul Pakar and the late Sia Fatou from 2019 to 2024. Where the message here show the conversation between Abdul Pakar and Sia Fatou Kamara. Where in the leading accused, the defense lawyer Emmanuel Teddy Koroma read page 12 and 14 out of the 45-page email message them. And page 12 reads say, Pakar, I am telling you I'm dying, my health and everything, and you are not even concerned. You know my state and the state of this county. I told you I went to the hospital. They gave me tabs I can't even swallow because they are so big. My blood pressure is really up. I can't even tell my mom. But I need someone to talk to. I am weak. My heart is pounding. My head is spinning. I can't even eat. This conversation, according to the defense lawyer, it been happening inside March 28, 2022. The other message were inside October 6, 2019, it say, I am helpless. Forgive me, please. Life is so short. I don't know what will happen next. My life, oh, Pakar. I wish I can send voice note so you can hear my breaking voice. Please don't do this to me. The other message reads say, even though I know I'm blocked, I will keep checking cause the Pakar I know hate seeing me sad and I hate seeing you sad as well. The other one talk say, hey babe, good morning. I am just asking you to hear me out. Do you really think I would tell my dad that I was stressed? I didn't want to tell my dad until I formally introduced you to him. Just hear my rubbish, please. But after this, the state prosecutor Yusuf Isaac say object say, this particular message no get date and sender. So possibility go they say, not to see a send a message here. Now make the defense counsel make up this message. And the judge will be the preside over this matter, been record this objection. And page 26 reads say, babe, Please, let me papa not tire by you. Me don't shame now for letting record in voice and beg on me behalf. Please, give him that respect at least. And this message, according to the defense lawyer, say have been sent on November 6, 2020. But after this particular message, Yusuf Isaac Sise, the state prosecutor, object back and talk say this message safe, no get date and sender. We mean say na make up story, and the judge been same way record this objection. Page 15 of this same email message, we dated 28 March 2020, we see have been sent, read say, sorry to disturb you with my problem. I posted on my status few minutes ago, but took it down for people not to see it and tell my mom. But I know I was angry, and I have every right to be angry. But I won't beg you again, because I know my health and life is not important to you. But I will fight for my life, for the sake of my mom. I never had BP, but I got it because of the stress I got from you. And I won't beg you or bring your baby mama into this again. So goodbye. The accused will continue for read page 35, we dated 17 February 2022, and read say, I am still a child learning. Give me this time to prove my loyalty. I want to have children with you. I want to wake up by your side, getting your sweet smell. I am begging you as my life depends on it. Forgive me this last time. At this point, Abdul Pakar begin cry as in they read the message, and the defense lawyer Teddy Koroma tell him for letting left for cry. The accused been same way so read page 40, we dated 28 March 2024, and he read say, all the issues we are having is as a result of my actions, and I am not proud of it. I keep overstepping my boundaries, but all waiting me get for say, now that I'm sorry. I have tested that my anger is shitty. I hate sharing you, the thought of it alone, but it's fine. This is a month of forgiveness. Please unblock me. But with all the message here we let Sia Fatu Kamara been the send, person go wonder if Abdul Pakar not been the reply. This na the same question when the judge wey been dey sit down for this matter, Justice Ganda, asked the defense lawyer Teddy Koroma, and Iti Koroma respond say, Pakar been dey reply, but him put the message them under 4 category before him print them. So, now make dem no read Pakar in response yet. Page 27 of this same email message read say, I went at the hospital yesterday. I told Paul to contact you. I hope he did. I am not with my phone. This message where the late Sia Fatu Kamara been sent, make Abdul Pakar been respond say, but you are using the same iPhone to send me these messages. Get yourself together and stand on what you believe. Get well soon. The defense lawyer Teddy Koroma not been able to read the 45-page booklet of printed email message them where been there between the late Sia Fatu Kamara and Abdul Pakar. Because of time, we make the judge Justice Alfred T. Ganda adjourn the matter to July 8th this year, for make the defense counsel continue for read the balanced message them. For Radio Democracy, Mina Fatu Nyangi Jibapa the report.
Well, from that court report, we still get the Minister for Labour, na the program, Abdul Rahman Swari, inside the program. We don't talk about different issues then. If we deal with a matter we get for do with AKK a commoning na outskirts of Freetown, we get to do with or involve a Sierra Leonean working for a commoning. What in this issue they about, and what's in the latest on them now?
I hear you call me Abdul Rahman Swari. Me na Mohamed Rahman Swari. Just for you want attend for
that's a slippery of tongue anyway. It's okay.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you know one for name a 55-year-old, you know one for a name a 55-year-old man, you know. Yes, so we get the situation, we then draw attention to. Somebody share out me na me WhatsApp, right? Very, very gruesome video of a thorough beating of a Sierra Leonean. Yeah. So while I received the video, I share with my senior leadership team, Commissioner of Labour, Director of Occupational Health and Safety. I said let them go investigate. Then go to the place there, then discover there, then get conversations, Because the people then, the salon workman and go on strike following that thing. They say the boy thief 4 cans of drink. So then Peter, if you see the bit market, fearful.
Now, whose company this?
KK.
Okay, KK.
Yeah, I don't know what it means. No, ask me. I think I saw them register or NASIT because I find out. So I think they do beverage, water and beverage, and then stuff like that. So the team go there, then go do investigation. We invite them to the office, then come. Harassment at work, that kind of thing we then do. They are against the Employment Act in every spirit. They are against the spirit of decent work. But they are against everything. So the law make provision, if somebody thief, you have a smoking gun, you get compelling evidence. So what do they do? You get a summary dismissal without benefits. So enough punishment there already, you can hand over to the police. But for bitter, it's taking the law into your own hands. Now salon people then this, their rights and then dignity is supposed to be respected at work. What's really sad about following investigations, we learn say salon security then we did it, then join for beat the man up.
Then join the foreigners.
Yes, for beat the man up. Yeah, according to what's in the emerge, they say the Chinese guy he kicked the brown and waist. The salon security then take over now. I think apparently for professional sycophancy, for police and boss. Then Peter my officer. So the investigation, the ongoing, and if we find them guilty, the law will take in fullest course.
Any arrest?
Well, yes, we take that matter to the CID. The person will do the kick. So a decision has been reached with the deporter with immediate effect at the left here.
The Chinese national.
Yes, with the deporter. We issue a press release to that statement. We want for let it serve as a clear warning. Sierra Leoneans are not trade slaves. Their rights, their labor rights, their human rights, and dignity go for be preserved and respected at work.
Now, one Chinese man involved in this act?
Yes, according to information. We're still open to more information. The Sierra Leonean component, the investigation to go on, we will take the fullest penalty once we get to the bottom of it. I want to commend the IGP. I understand say a policeman may be around that area and not take action or they investigate. But what I bring them to the attention of the IG, within the next 30 minutes when my team go CID for go make a complaint, they don't already share the picture there. So the CID was ready to cooperate, and that make we will get this outcome. Immediate deportation.
When I engage the Chinese embassy with this Chinese national way involved in this violence, beat salon person allegedly, and when are they deported now?
Well, they will engage us. This is not the law we don't enforce. We'll get a great relationship with the Chinese then. We have not done anything out of the law. In fact, we have been to work for the mining companies. It'll be a lot easier for do that. I have in my previous capacity in that place, and the mines can be very strict. Once they infringe on major policies in there, the harassment and would bundle you away same day. No hearing, no investigations. Once the evidence clear, they can tell it in there later. Now we kind of government is more difficult to go for obey everything, and that's why we're there.
So for the salon workman with them beat, with allegedly beat by this company, which are the status of this workman?
Well, normally, this is not the saddest thing we will face. More often than not, some issue like this happens, somebody draw my attention there. When my team go there, it's in a lie and I play will be in the play. They deny. So if somebody deny when the victim back there, what did you go do? The man said they not beat me and play will be in the play. Now they can't report to, but I think they compromise her. But in this case, we meet with this guy this morning. But one of the actions is that they go for undertake in full medical, and instead of summary dismissal, and I want to go on, and now he will still continue to earn a living. Let not thief again. So, but one for say this: everybody beating, harassment, discrimination, intimidation, not a part of decent work. One for create congenial and enabling working environment for people there. Be you foreigner, be you national, equal rights at work. We don't sign to them convention and we want let people then respect that. So one for assure the Sierra Leoneans and say the law will work for them. Because my team say one day this not happen with. I said, well, it will happen because this is what the law says and we will enforce. Once I take over the ministry, one of the things that always strength in my hand, I tell His Excellency, say, look, I appreciate the rule, but it's going to be an enforcement and compliance rule. I'm going to need your support every inch of the way. They say, as long as it's within the ambit of the law, enforce, you have my fullest support.
Okay.
We don't have any excuses not to enforce.
Mohammed Rahman Swari, continue for stay with you inside the program. We look at next set of text messages. Then we don't come inside the program. Good morning, Saloon. Adeyemi.
This one from Ibrahim Sisse on our Facebook page say the closure of Union Trust Bank is more than the loss of a bank. It is the fading of a legacy built through years of sacrifice and service. Other nations, including Ghana, have faced financial challenges while striving to preserve national institutions. Could more have been done to protect these proud Sierra Leonean achievements?
This one say them still not pay everybody it's na airport too. He say even TPMS coming, that's na that one coming we Musa Kuroma take over, we get issued to Parliament. They've been terminated their contract without paying anybody a penny.
That's not true. The airport one a lie. The airport authority will deal with a lie.
From
no, they talk. Now you got to talk on the air. Yeah, the airport authority one a lie. Government bend back over backwards.
You go kindly wait, make we read out.
Oh, no, read all. I say okay. All I respond to that.
Okay. This one from friend Kamara say, Mr. Minister, what is your ministry doing towards the present Bank of Sierra Leone measures to shut down Union Trust Bank? The concerns of the staff is based on staff benefit. The staff association is pushing Gokel Commercial Bank to follow Employment Act 2022 on terminal benefit. How are you going to address this, sir?
This one they say, please, Mr. Minister, for pass the law now one, but for enforce them now another one. From where government say the minimum wage for be 1,200, we in a gentle group still they receive below that. Please, Mr. Rahman, come and help we.
This one from Ibrahim Sisse, Mr. Minister, what progress has been made on salary harmonization and how effective are the monitoring and implementation mechanism? Many Sierra Leoneans working for foreign employers still face unrealistic wage conditions. When will meaningful change be seen?
This one advise recruitment agencies to go through the legal process to avoid embarrassment. With Mohammed Rahman Swari at the helm of affairs, there is no room for escape. A word for a wise is quite sufficient. You are warned. This now from B.W. Bokari.
Well, because of time, they come over to the studio guest, we are the Minister of Employment, for make a response to the second set of messages there.
I think say, 98, you just warn yourself, a Ministry of Labor because I think say people they want hear it from way a lot more. From what I've been on left information, I just want for face to the back, but we still need for breaching the communications gap. So on the airport thing, like I say, I know the garnish like what Masin can say, true not true, lie not lie. This is not a lie. The last person at the airport authority has been paid. Okay? So that one day, that's fact. Anybody who gets contrary opinion, let's challenge me publicly. Let's have a debate. Because we get records. With ministry in role now, UTB, I'm not sure how attentively that person may listen. I don't talk, say, from what we see the resolution order. Gone are those days who they wait till it becomes a crisis before intervene. What take over the Ministry of Employment, Labor and Social Security, the one, what they meet to senior staff, I say my own style different. I don't want to let anybody barricade this ministry also immediately. I say, so if we see the smoke, there must be fire. We'll go the street. And that will do. As we see the resolution, notice, we'll set up an appointment with the governor who have been engaging. And we're able to get to this point. Okay? So we have been very much involved. Not to waiting lead with Toyao. Now waiting at the employee and labor issues. Now they don't support for get to this point. Yeah? TPS not pay end of service benefits. How would they know? Like I can always say, we not get magic for nowhere it's not working right. Now citizens and they draw attention. Even this one I talk. We all get mobile phones there, we get other platforms there. Once you put on there, and the bloggers in the help with somewhere, responsible bloggers. Yeah? They don't draw attention, for example, a lot of labor law violations, now mining companies, now Moyambadi Street, this, that. Yesterday I had to talk to my team. I said, let's get ready. Next week, now Moyambadi Street and Tom. the team is coming there, right? Bond District, now then turn themselves the other week because we understand say, a lot of them kind of issues and we have been to Bond District now, Ruta and other places there. Somebody they say gentle group they pay below minimum wage. I want to invite that person that can give more information, but I don't say I use this opportunity for congratulate Alhaji Gentle Kamara. He don't come on Hajj. He would like to do fair by all manner of men. So I know say he don't hear this. Where he's defaulting, they go make good. Otherwise, nobody know they above the law. The minimum wage, not to make dreamer, I talk up. Now be a product of rigorous tripartite consultation. So anybody will not pay, will go force them for pay. The law will go force them for pay.
So like when they don't bring this to you notice.
I'm sending my team there for compliance. At the same compliance team there. Sure.
Okay, more messages them inside the program. This one from Tunde Scott. They say Union Trust Bank is the only successful local bank that's owned by Israel Union, the late Sanfa Kuruma. The government should have just jumped in cash, same way the former president Kuruma did, while Rukel Commercial Bank was facing the same financial crisis.
This one from Mystic Nadwazak say, in as much as the workers of Union Trust Bank have raised concern about their end of service benefits, I believe the Ministry of Employment should make effort to address and resolve these issues. Particular attention should be given to those employees who have chosen not to continue working, ensuring that their rightful benefits are paid promptly and fairly.
The last one from me, from Ibrahim Sisi, they say, Mr. Minister, what progress has been made on salary harmonization and how effective are the monitoring and implementation mechanism? Many Israeli unions working for foreign employers still face unrealistic wage conditions. When will meaningful change be seen? Fair work deserves fair pay, no endless promise. Dana from Ibrahim Sisi. That our last text message, Mr. Minister, will respond to them or round up the program.
Okay, so when they ask for Union Trust Bank, say employee they will not want continue, not so. Yeah, so the law say if they give you work for continuous employment, you turn and down. Redundancy should be at the instance of the employer. Yeah, if you turn and down, say me no want go, then you lose redundancy rights. Now that make ugi for let all man get that right today. 3 to 6 months. If Rukel don't want you, either you not get the competencies, the skill sets, or the culture they're not able to align, yeah, and so we're not able to continue. You will get your full redundancy compensation. Okay, so I'm making it clear to them at the meeting, but I know women I cannot read for that. Say I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. But you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't eat with both hands. Yeah. Why make up very suitable for talk about this? Me have had every kind of benefit. They don't lay me off in the past administration and said that they shut down the HR office. I was the head of HR and PR. They shut down the HR office. Yeah. The HR 9 for preside over all them process and they. So I was made redundant. Okay. I get redundancy compensation. I get provident fund compensation and end of service benefits. So they are really not talking about end of service benefits. It's separate and apart from that one day. Yeah, but now I don't talk.
What about salary harmonization? Somebody asked.
Oh yes, so I go advise on a call Alhaji Alpha Timbona. Now they lead on salary harmonization. Yeah, under the Wages and Compensation Commission. Me say one let that be done because I'll benefit from it. Yes. So now part of it in that, yeah. I think that is something I want to ask, right? Yeah. Any more there?
No, you don't respond to the messages then.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's say this. I want for call on Sierra Leoneans then. Do ya for the one then we want overseas employment. We look before we jump. If you get doubts, come to the Ministry of Labor who will advise. But this idea they say we go there, it go wrong, we begin to sit on the social media, hey, Papa government, we don't, Papa government, and they call on program and say I get program. I mean, we all see all over the place. So, law reduce and minimize the risk. Go use the straight and narrow path. We'll get the migration unit in the ministry. They're ready at all times for answer on our queries. Then, okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll continue to publish the names of registered recruitment agencies there, so that people then go know you don't fall prey to,
Thank you very much for joining us at the edition of the program. Minister of Employment, Labour and Social Security, Mohammed Rahman Suare. We've been in the program. They talk about the labor issues them and what thing they don't do for address them. Plenty thank you for joining us inside the program today. Plenty thank you to Sapti Kalon for producing the program with support from Kabia, DJ Sugarcane for technical support. Maybe Kamara Bangura make us see live now Facebook. So today, Musa Kamade say have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
And Adeyemi Jackson say goodbye.